Our next chapter started with a call from a man I didn't know.
Hello, this is a courtesy call from Trevor Phillips Industries to tell you that you've messed up. Very badly. My boss is very angry, and you really would not like him when he's angry. He insists you come to our HQ in Sandy Shores and explain yourself. He told me to tell you to bring knee pads and mouthwash. Not sure what that means, but I would hurry if I were you. Which, right now, I'm glad I'm not. Hey! This is that person!
Yeah, I know who this is, Ron. I know who this is. Come here. Hold me. Come on. Hold me like you love me. Oh, ow! Oh, I'm getting a semi. You know why I'm getting a semi, Cupcake? Huh? It's not because I want to fuck you. It's because you have been fucking me! And bang! 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 Huh? Now, normally, I have that whole beggars can't be choosers, take anything you can when it comes to love attitude. But when the love takes the form of someone shitting on my business, I'm not fucking interested! What's your problem, huh? Why aren't you scared of me? You come here after all the trouble you've caused. I want you to get out there right now and start taking care of all those businesses you fucked over, especially mine. Now get going, get to work!
And that's how we got into business with Trevor Phillips. Guy looked him up. The guy's a complete psycho. And as much as Rev and I hated to do it, we're gonna have to fix our mess, as this guy said. Turns out one of the RV we stole for Gerald in his big score sale belonged to TPI, Trevor. And we'd sold it to his arch enemies, the Lost. He was happy to help us out. Loved the idea of a good old-fashioned biker gang war. We'd have to start taking out the Lost and finding his RV. He said the Lost got a couple of couriers, taking drugs back and forth, usually head towards where the RVs could be found. He put us on the trail on a couple of those bikes.
Hey, what you got there, huh? I ate some stew. Old family recipe, but it is going through me like a steam train. Hey, Ron, take care of this.
And I thought that would be that. Unfortunately, Trevor wasn't going to let us go that easily. He said we had to find that RV, and then we had to help him take out the Lost. He'd make it worth our while, but he also said to not fucking leave town, to not go anywhere out of Sandy Shores or the rural region up here, to definitely not go anywhere back towards the city. We were stuck here. Give us a place to stay. It's a real crap shack. We have to have 4 of us living in this little shanty house, doing jobs for these psycho. I don't know how we got ourselves into this mess. I thought we were heading the right direction. I thought we were about to take over the world, take over Los Santos. And now here we are, right back at the bottom, all over again. What a fucking mess. So we got to work doing some jobs for Trevor. Usual stuff. Taking on the laws, stealing vans, stealing bikes, stealing fuel tankers, whatever he wanted, anyone stolen to mess with him. Started a real gang war.
Hey, look who it isn't. It isn't Mr. Fun. Hey, you stalking me or just really into your new job? Go out and talk to that creepy friend of yours that doesn't speak!
I just want to say, on behalf of Trevor Phillips Industries, what a great job you've done.
You're the intern, Ron! Don't speak for my business! Ah, there you are! And I thought I was weird.
Trevor may think we were weird, but he was impressed with the job we'd done. He had a new job for the Lost. We needed some time to put it together. In the meantime, we got a call from our old friend Martin Madrazo. He wasn't impressed.
You have forgotten about me, my friend, which is, frankly, a little disrespectful. Why have you been ignoring me? So rude, so very rude. I thought I asked for you to help me. Instead, this is how you treat me. I need certain gangs taught a lesson. You'll make some money out of it as well.
First up, Rev and I had to rescue some cousin of Madrazzo's. We called him El Stupido, probably not his real name, I expect. He'd been doing a deal down at the Donkey Punch Ranch, and the feds had kind of onto him. Last thing Madrazzo needed was another informant close to him, giving info to the feds. So we rescued him. Next up, Madrazo wanted us to deal with some gangs running import-export along the coast. He said, if we had to stay in the country, he had some work for us up there too. These guys were bringing in a cargo bub to lift a container of goods that had been left on the coast, waiting for the right people to import into Los Santos. He wanted us to be those people. And by us, I mean just Rev, Chewie, and myself. Nacho had to head home for Thanksgiving or something, stay there till Christmas. He said if he didn't make a showing, his rich mom and dad would report him missing, or something silly like that, and would have the cops on our ass, kidnapping some trust fund baby or some shit. I appreciate the kid's got gun and money, but Jesus Christ, be a man. Regardless, it is what it is. And, look, we had a good authority drugs, so that none of these jobs are going to require a hacker or a cracker or anyone with a Nacho skill set. So off he went. He said we'd see him after Christmas. I said that's fine. We're just doing pick-up jobs for drugs, so in the meantime, setting up our businesses. When he comes back, that's where we're going to get into the real work. Start putting that operation into becoming the powerhouse that we all know it can be. Next up, Madrazo was aware that the army were running maneuvers just north of Paleto Bay. There was an Annihilator helicopter he suggested that we might want to pick up for ourselves, help us with some of the operations that we'd done for him, and maybe from work we do in the future, we would do better than just fail miserably, like we had on a couple of occasions. So as Shui was flying away from the helicopter, got a bit of a pleasing and not so pleasing message from Martin Razzo. Apparently he was pleased he hadn't killed us, as we were proving to actually be useful for once. Well, that's good to know. Maybe we head back to Los Santos. He'll have a few more jobs for us, and we had to put in a better show. The crew was coming together. We're starting to do some decent work. Things were looking up, and then they got even better when I got a phone call from our old pal Ron.
This is Ron over at TPI. Listen, TPI rewards go-getters.
And that reward was my very own MC clubhouse, the one thing I'd always wanted.
Yo, good to see y'all. I'm out. Over from LC, looking after these joints. You taking over this clubhouse? Alright. I guess you're gonna be starting some kind of MC chapter of your own? This got all the recreational facilities your crew gonna want. Darts, juke, arm wrestling table, working ball, whatever. Yo, you gotta invite some prospects, get them to join the club, then you lay down the hierarchy. You usually need like a VP, a road captain, a sergeant at arms, definitely an enforcer, something like that. Each role got its own perks and its own responsibilities. Hey, it's good to keep shit organized, because there's jobs out there folks will pay an OMC to do. Get them out of trouble with the 5-0, run protection, make hits, whatever. Work goes up on the board, and you can take it if you want it. What else you need to know? There's plenty of room to store your bikes. Every club member gets a spot. If y'all want to set up a bike shop, we can make that happen. You got to pay for the work, though, on all those rides. But it's all good, because you got a cat on site. Your gun locker's good to go. Store your hardware and take what you need when you need it. And then we got a PC back here on the anonymity network. Ha! You seen that shit? The feds don't pick you up. You can hook it up with these internet cats to run illicit businesses. Take a look at that shit. For real. You'll thank me. And that's that, baby. I'll be in touch if you're taking any of that club business. Otherwise, enjoy the place.
Not only was Trevor hooking me up with an MC club, but he was giving me some of the last sold businesses. A coke lockup, a meth lab, a counterfeit cash factory. I had to set him up, get him going, get the supplies, but I had the location, and as long as I cut Trevor in a percentage, I was cool to operate in his territory. This was going to be so sweet. I was finally going to be able to turn our crew around, start making some real dollars that we could then put into turning some more bigger heists, bigger scores, bigger operations. It all started here in this barren farmhouse on the side of the Alamo Sea. It's where I was going to build my empire. And it didn't take long. Before soon, I had a whole bunch of people working for me.
Resupply successful, a long journey out.
Shui and I also thought maybe there would be a good idea of getting a bit of a bar business going at the clubhouse. Liven it up, have some fun. Malk suggested a way we could get some booze.
Okay. You doing some bar work, huh? Smart. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You grab that hooch, you bring it back to the clubhouse without spilling it all over the road, and you're gonna have yourself a dive bar everybody talking about. Word of mouth spreads fast in these crews, man. You know they like jackety yakety yakety yak. Yo, just keep that shit stocked up, and they'll keep coming back, and you'll keep getting paid.
It was Christmas time around now. Rev had to head back into the city to see some family or whatnot. It's just me and Shui, working up the club, building up the businesses, while the other guys were away. We knew they'd be back. Shui and I had some fun too. Bit of Christmas arm wrestling between family, bit of darts. You know, just having a good time with the people we care
Nothing like
about.
some arm wrestling to
That's what
work
Christmas is
up a
all
thirst.
about. Would you believe it? In the time we spend inside, a freak storm had settled upon the whole of the desert, as well as Los Santos. Nonetheless, we're gonna get that booze, get the bar going. Guys got it. I guess they just delivery men weren't interested in defending it one bit. Easy to pick up. Off we went. That's what we thought. Apparently they had a few guys looking out for this truck. Came after us on bikes. Well, they didn't know who they were messing with. Dealt with them. It was about this time we got a call from our old friend Madratz.
I asked for your help in dealing with some gangs, and you do nothing.
Man, this guy likes a bitch. Well, with the other guys out of town, it was up to me and Shuina to steal his truck. Again, more import-exports on the coast that Madrazo once brought to his lockup, keeps the gang person, blah blah blah. Jesus, this guy's a pain in my ass. He better have some decent work for us when we get back to Los Santos. Anyway, what says Christmas like blowing up a bunch of trucks in the snow, stealing a mule for God knows what, delivering it to Madrazo's lockup like we're some sort of criminal Santa Claus. Well, 'tis the season, as they say. Merry Christmas, Martin Madrazo. Fucker. Christmas has passed. The snowstorm that engulfed the Paleto Bay and Los Santos area has passed. And our boys, Nacho, Rev, they'll be coming back up soon. And it's time to get down to work. It's time to take our operations to the next level. We still had to do some work for Trevor. We still owe him. But he has some opportunities for us to really put the last to the sword. And that's the sort of business that I want to be in.